The founders of Three Arrows Capital finally breaks their silence in an interview with Bloomberg, and this is one you do not want to miss. Welcome to Crypto Housewife. Please hit that subscribe, hit that like, and hit that bell to be notified when my next video comes out. The CoinDesk has this article out today. Three Arrows Capital founders break their silence and they look to move to Dubai, according to this report. So Bloomberg did the article with these guys, the interview, and it's quite something. It's quite something. So they discussed how one of the most successful crypto funds went from being a prominent trading desk to owing creditors $2.8 billion. The past couple of months have been very terrible for certain crypto funds, and this is a huge one, folks, huge. So the founders of insolvent crypto hedge fund Three Arrows Capital, Zhu and Kyle Davies, have broken their silence in an interview with Bloomberg. So they're saying that the collapse was regrettable, but deny claims they pulled money from the fund before its collapse. So I'm not going to point the finger or make any accusations, but we will get to the bottom of this and see what really happened. Now, was it just bad luck, bad market timing? Was it bad management? I don't know, but they do blame the collapse of Terra Luna for a big part of this. So the collapse of Three Arrows, also known as 3AC, was seemingly triggered by the fall of the Terra ecosystem and set ripples in the crypto market. So investors are claiming the defunct fund still owes them $2.8 billion. So on Monday, a 1,100-page court filing revealed the extent of the hedge fund's debt following the implosion, with individual claims worth over $1 billion. A lot of people were burned. A lot of people were burned on this one. So the founders declined to say where they are. Again, typical. Where's Do Kwon from Terra Luna? They scatter and hide. They scatter and hide. And they blame, death threats and stuff like that. That's why they're hiding. Well, I don't know. So the founders declined to say where they were, but one of the lawyers on the call said the ultimate decision is UAE. So the report, okay, given that we have planned to move the business to Dubai, we have to go there soon to assess whether we move there as originally planned or in the future holds something different, or if the future holds something different for us. So just that I'm kind of suspicious of, like, why would they tell people where they plan to go? You know what I mean? I just find that a little funny. So in the report, Zhu said the reason, okay, this is good, for the fund's collapse was placing leveraged trades with hope that the crypto market would rebound to the upside. You know what? There could be some truth in that. Really think about that. They place leveraged trades in hopes that the crypto market would rebound to the upside. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it one bit. He compared 3AC's implosion to that of Celsius Network, a crypto lending firm that froze withdrawals and filed for bankruptcy protection after it failed to keep enough liquidity to honor customer redemptions. I got a playlist about Celsius Network. I'm digging into that one too, so I'll put it up there right now. You should see a link at the top if you want to check out that playlist. Let's see if I can time it right. Okay. Yeah, it seems to be the trend right now. But let me tell you something. Crypto markets have been going down for about 8 months. And there's a lot of these crypto lending firms, let's just say, that are in trouble. Look, Voyager Digital, Celsius, the Terra Luna collapse kind of kicked it off. These guys, Three Arrows Capital, it's going on now. So in the past 2 months, this has been going on big time. What else is going on the past 2 months? The stock market crashed down. The crypto market crashed down. We seem to have hit a bottom lately, the past week or 2 or 3. We seem to have hit a bottom and things are starting to go up. Can we keep it that way? I don't know. But when you look at the stock market, and when stocks go down, like they have been, some of those companies are going to crash and burn for very similar reasons. they need to move money around. We saw that with Tesla. I'm not saying Tesla is going to crash and burn, but what happened? Elon Musk sold some of their Bitcoins, like $1 billion worth of Bitcoins. They wiggle around when you get close to a bottom, when things are starting, we know how the economy is. This is normal for companies in the stock exchange to start to sweat too when they get close to the bottom, for different reasons. But nobody, looks at a company on the stock exchange the way they look at a crypto hedge fund, even though some of these were actually on the stock market. It's just looked at differently, I find. And yeah, maybe it should be, but let me tell you, some companies on the stock market, they're sweating now, just like in the crypto market. Believe me, they are. And yeah, so there is something to be said here when they said, what was it up here where they said that they wanted to basically try to make money, try to turn this around and leverage a position, say, in hopes that the market recovers and goes up and kind of bails them out. It makes sense. It just makes sense that they would try something like that. And well, time may have, letting some time go by could have helped them out. But at some point, maybe they were just too far gone to turn it around, which kind of looks like it. So, all right. So in the report, he said, okay, the fund's collapse was, okay. In a report, Zhu said the reason the fund's collapse was placing leveraged trades with the hope of that the crypto market would rebound to the upside. So the reason for the fund's collapse. Yeah. So it didn't work. They tried. It didn't work. He compared 3AC's implosion to that Celsius network, crypto lending firm that froze withdrawals and filed for bankruptcy protection after it failed to keep enough liquidity to honor customer redemptions. Yeah, everything got bad and then went worse really quick. And yeah, everything seemed to go bad when Terra Luna collapsed for these guys. It all makes sense, but we'll see what happens. So for Kyle and I, there's so many crazy people in crypto that kind of made death threats or all this kind of noise. As you said, we feel that it's just the interest for everyone if we can be physically secured and keep a low profile. But yeah, this is typical. They scatter, they take off and hide. It's typical. Is it a proof of guilt of some sort of anything? Well, I don't know. But it never really looks good when you run off and hide. But, they might have their reasons for it. Like you said, it might be telling the truth. Death threats. There are people who get burned and they get mad. So if you're ever going to start a hedge fund, you better be right. You better know what you're doing. You don't want to burn people and then skip. So I can see that happening. I can really see crazy people in crypto making some death threats. I can see it. I don't think they're lying there. I think there's a lot of truth in this article, even though the article by Bloomberg is getting a lot of flack. But I do see a lot of truth in it in terms of they tried to turn it around, didn't work, and now they're hiding out due to death threats. I can see that happening too. Well, you play with fire, you're going to get burned. So we'll see what happens. With this. It's really too bad. It's nice that they did give an interview. I got to give them credit there. They didn't have to. They could lay low and deny everything. But they have a lawyer, maybe the lawyer is influencing them to speak up and at least, say something to shut people up, I guess. It could be just as simple as that. Maybe they're not doing this out of the goodness in their heart. Maybe it's lawyers saying, you know what, show some good faith here or else. So we'll see what happens. All right, I'll put a link to this article in the description. And remember, none of this is financial advice. Please hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified when my next video comes out. So have a good day, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.